Vice presidential candidates expressed their dismay at VP candidate Sara Duterte's willful absence from Sunday's COMELEC debate. Meanwhile, most candidates called out the insufficiency of the 200 peso subsidy for the country's poorer half amid the rising cost of goods. Mon Gualvez has the report.
It was a busy Sunday for the vice presidential hopefuls as they square off for the first leg of the Pilipinas VP debate. 7 of the 9 VP candidates rose up to the challenge of promoting their platforms and stands on current compelling issues. But 2 podiums were seen empty during the event. Congressman Lito Atienza underwent a medical procedure on his knee. Atienza informed the COMELEC beforehand, thus he was deemed safe from any sanctions from the commission because of this. Meanwhile, VP frontrunner and Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte willfully did not participate in the debate. Because of this, her move was widely criticized by some candidates in attendance.
This is so undemocratic that they're not here. I'm tempted to walk out right now, because precisely we're making fools of ourselves.
Under COMELEC rules, candidates who don't show up during the debates will lose their opportunity to utilize the Commission's e-rally platform. But Bello wants stiffer penalties for Duterte and even to her running mate, former Senator Bongbong Marcos, who also did not participate in Saturday's presidential debate.
You're the Commission on Elections. You can penalize these 2 jokers, Marcos and Duterte, for not showing up.
Senator Kiko Pangilinan also expressed his take on Duterte's absence. He said that as a candidate, it is her obligation to attend debates as respect to the Filipino electorate.
Pag lumiligaw, dapat humaharap. Ako may 3 anak. Pag may lumiligaw sa aking anak, dapat humarap. Respetuhin yung aking mga anak, respetuhin yung mga magulang. Pag hindi humaharap, nire-respeto ba kami? Kung kayo mga botante, pag hindi humarap, nire-respeto ba kayo?
Okay. Rizalito David, meanwhile, has this to say to the Davao City Mayor.
Inday Sara, dumalo ka naman. Gusto namin kang makamayan man lang.
But it was not just Marcos Jr. and Duterte who got the ire of Professor Bello. He called out Pangilinan a known advocate of agricultural reform for his soft stance on the Rice Tariffication Act.
How can you say that you're an advocate of the farmers when you abstained on the biggest law that would affect the farmers of the decade, yung Rice Tariffication Act? He abstained. Did you go to the CR?
I had reservations precisely in supporting the measure, and that's precisely why I abstained, because I had reservations. And we moved to amend the law. In fact, it has been amended to now allow for cash assistance to be given the rice farmers. And we will move again to amend it. I had reservations precisely in supporting the measure, and that's precisely why I abstained, because I had reservations. And we move to amend the law. In fact, it has been amended to now allow for cash assistance to be given the rice farmers. And we will move again to amend it.
And he failed to oppose it. Kunyari raw, may doubt siya. I mean, this is crazy, political getting out of an impossible situation.
The rice tariffication measure was passed in March of 2019. So I beg to disagree with his view that we are crazy or we do not know or we are not aware of the implications of the rice tariffication measure.
You should have opposed it.
Thank you very much, candidates.
I abstained from it because I had reservations.
You should have opposed it.
And if you disagree with my vote, well, then let us learn to agree to disagree with respect.
You should have opposed it.
Thank you very much, candidates.
I abstained from it because I had reservations.
You should have opposed it.
And if you disagree with my vote, well, then let us learn to agree to disagree with respect.
The debate also tackled issues on amending the VP's role on the Constitution. Ong and Serapio favor a tandem system where the winning president sits with his running mate as vice president to ensure a sync working relationship, while Pangilinan and Soto voted to include vice presidents in the cabinet. On the topic of suspending excise tax and the 200 peso subsidy in fuel per month, many agree that it is not enough amid the high cost of consumer fuel.
Po supisyente ang 200 pesos per month for every family But as they say, it's better than nothing. Alam niyo po, itong spikes in local pump prices is speculative. Okay? Wala pong basihan yan if you base it on the supply and demand analysis. Wala pong basihan yan. Speculative po yan. So, kailangan pong gawin ng gobyerno ay gamitan ng moral suasion ang mga oil companies na huwag munang magbaba.
Senate President Tito Soto agreed that excise tax should be suspended for the time being and also increase minimum wage of workers.
Hindi baling ang gobyerno maghirap, wag lang taong bayan. Sanay mangutang ang gobyerno eh. Pero yung kababayan natin, papatol sa 560.
The next VP debate is scheduled on April 23, still at the Sofitel tent in Pasay. For News 5, Mon Gualvez, we are One News.